and he ate the captain. This is unprecedented, sir. Kelso stared at the wallet, then at the placid, burping alligator. What? What are you talking about, Gus? Hey, wait a minute. What's all this about? Stop spouting nonsense. Sidney just came back into my shack, Skip, and he had a wallet in his mouth. Gus insisted, waving the wallet. And here's the ID card. That's all that's left of Captain Buffington. Oh dear. What a terrible end to a truly irritating officer, Gus wailed dramatically. Chuckle Higgins, however, caught the true implications of Gus's dramatic pronouncement. Are you trying to tell us that your alligator friend ate old Lead Bottom? Hey, how about that? Let's hear it for Sidney Hip Hip. For the eater of irritating commanders, boys. Kelso, despite the utter absurdity of the situation, immediately saw the monumental trouble this presented. Now, easy does it, will you? Will you quiet down, boys? Yeah, knock it off, you guys. We gotta do something fast. This is a nightmare of gargantuan proportions. Willie was still distraught, his large eyes filled with genuine tears. Ah, the poor alligator eating the captain. Oh, he's liable to get indigestion. Or worse, get in the chest. I'll get to my top. He began rummaging for his emergency get-out-of-trouble gear, a large canvas sack. Kelso glared at his crew. Where did you guys put your clown act in? Now, look, I'd like to believe this as much as you fellas, but this is too crazy to be true. This is Buffington we're talking about. He's far too resilient for an alligator. Now, if you don't believe me, Skip, asked Sidney. Gus insisted, pointing to the alligator, who blinked innocently, emitting another small burp. He's in my shack, right now, having a post-meal nap. Well, then, come on, let's go. Let's find out what this is all about, quickly, before Buffington's supposed ghost appears to haunt us all. Kelso ordered, herding his bewildered crew out of the lair, an ominous sense of foreboding settling upon him. Moments later, a furious Commodore Buffington, very much alive and well, stormed into Gus' grumbled shack, flanked by Lieutenant Elroy Phibbs and 2 burly shore patrol guards. His face was thunderous. All right, children, praise, Buffington barked, seeing Kelso and his crew gathered around Sidney. Captain Buffington, and, contrary to your crocodile-induced delusions, Sidney didn't eat the captain. You fools, I am very much alive and entirely displeased. Gus Grumbles slumped, utterly disappointed. Darn it, I knew it was too good to be true. No glorious act of animal justice, it seems. Skip. Kelso, however, seeing Buffington alive and well, felt a surge of genuine, if wary, relief. Boy, am I glad to see you. Commodore, we were terribly concerned for your well-being, sir. Almost inconsolable with worry. Sir. Yeah, I'll bet you are, Kelso, Buffington snarled, brandishing the marked wallet in his ID card, a malevolent glint in his eye. You're all under arrest. For grand larceny. I'll take that. He snatched the ID card from Gus. I said, I'll take that. You criminal. You said freeze. Come here. I can know that, your governor. Resisting arrest, Kelso and his band of Kelso, feigning innocence, saluted sharply. Well, sir. Now, if we're under arrest, would you mind telling us what for, sir? What egregious naval crime have we committed now? Commodore. Buffington smirked. Triumphant, yes, sir. I'll tell you what, for the theft of $900 from my wallet. That's what's for. This is my ID card. You see, he had it, and it's mine. You see that? Kelso, the irrefutable evidence of your criminal enterprise, plucked directly from the jaws of from your immediate vicinity. He held up the wallet. All right, who's got the wallets? Yes. And the money? Where's the money, sir? I demand to know its location. I am in charge here, Gus, Elroy Phibbs interjected, ever eager to assert authority in Buffington's presence, though his voice still trembled. Shut up. Stand there, and you'll take notes. You stand by with the serial numbers of those bills, sir. Buffington beamed, a smug look of satisfaction on his face. Serial numbers? Phibbs. I really got you this time with the evidence. The incontrovertible, numbered evidence, traced directly to your thieving hands. Now, which one of these thieves has my wallet? Confess, you scoundrels. Gus, however, pointed a trembling finger at Sidney, who was now quietly snoozing in a corner. Well, none of them have it, sir. I hate to say this, but Sidney stole it, sir. He took it right from the path, Sir, just after he ate my peanut butter sandwich. Buffington stared, utterly incredulous, his smug expression replaced by a look of profound disbelief. Sydney, what is that? A code name for Is this some new form of criminal argot, you rogue? Gus, Ernest, defended his reptilian friend. No, sir. Sydney's an alligator. Sir, I hope you go easy on him. I'm sure he didn't know what he was doing, sir. He just likes peanut butter, Commodore. He can't help himself. Stop pleading for mercy, Gus, Buffington barked, turning to Phibbs. I hope you're taking every word of this down. Phibbs, every word of this preposterous, alligator-fueled lie. It will be a classic for the Naval Archives. Every word, sir. Elroy Phibbs replied, dutifully writing, though his hand trembled with the effort. An alligator. Yes, sir. Alligator. Hope you don't believe me. This is utterly beyond the pale. Gus continued, pointing to the sleeping reptile. I've got him in my shack right now with your wallet, Commodore. And now, look at him. That is, Kelsall, you say you have an alligator in your shack right now with my wallet. Yes, sir. Buffington paused, a strange glint entering his eyes. An alligator. This was too good an opportunity to pass up, too outlandish to ignore. Oh, I'd love to see him inside. Love to see him, this alleged reptilian thief. After you, Phibbs, get your eyes on them. If they make them, oh, shoot to kill. Yes, and me too, Commodore. He winked at the shore patrol. They entered Gus's shack, but Sydney, sensing danger, was nowhere to be found. He's not in there, sir, Gus cried, panicking, looking under barrels and behind crates. He's not. Huh. Well, we've looked everywhere. Where is Sydney? I don't understand it, sir. He was here a minute ago, and he had your wallet. I swear on my mother's peanut butter, sir. Buffington, seeing the alligator missing, scoffed, a sneer on his lips. Oh, well, you shouldn't have done that. Boy, you see, there was $900 in that wallet. Gus, you should never leave an alligator alone with all that money. You never know when he's liable to go downtown and buy himself a swamp, a speedboat, and a small island of his own. Alligators have expensive tastes. But it's the truth, Captain, Kelsall insisted, stepping forward, his voice firm. There is an alligator, and he calls him Sydney. I met him this afternoon. He loves my mother's peanut butter, sir. It's the truth, Commodore, however improbable it sounds. Buffington, ignoring the absurdity, turned to Kelsall with a triumphant smirk. Well, does he? He loves his mother's peanut butter, does he? Well, as long as you've explained all that, Kelsall, you're under arrest for grand larceny, the thief of my personal belongings, and a purveyor of preposterous alligator fables. Oh, now look, Captain, Kelsall began to protest, but Buffington cut him off. You knock it off, Kelsall. You're lucky you're getting out of this with just charges, you pirate. You're lucky I was the only one I caught with my ID card, and I've got witnesses. Boys, come in here. Buffington barked at the shore patrol, who entered the shack. Kelsall desperately looked at the crew. But, Captain, he did not steal your wallet, sir. It was the alligator. Sydney, sir, the peanut butter enthusiast. Buffington laughed, a harsh, dismissive sound. I'll tell you what you do. Why don't you bring Sydney to the trial? Maybe we can put him on the stand as a witness. That is, if you can get him to raise his right claw and take the oath. Commander, he watched, amused, as Kelsall was escorted away. Well, I'm telling you, I'm innocent, sir, Kelsall protested, still clinging to his dignity as he was let out. Yes, and besides that, Mr. Whiffle has his rights, and my peanut butter recipe is sacred, sir. Well, you tell that to the judge advocate, Buffington retorted. Take him away, Phibbs. You find Sydney. He'll clear me of this absurd counteraccusation, and provide endless amusement for the court. All right. Good old Sydney. Sydney, here you are. Sydney, get your homemade model Whiffle's peanut butter. Gus Grumbles called out, desperately searching for the elusive alligator. The court-martial for Kelsall was rapidly approaching, and Sydney was their only hope. Their scaly, indifferent key witness. Fleet anyone named Sydney, Willie the Whale Wiggins shouted, searching through the dense bushes along the shoreline. There's Sydney. Where's Sydney? Yeah, with alligator in sight. How about you guys? Nothing. The closest we got was a turtle named Sam, and he just bit my finger off. Skipper! Kelsall, now, under heavy guard, pleaded. All right, Cut out the funny stuff.